But all right. This is kind of a dorky gamer gay controversy. It's probably about as dorky as it's gonna get. There's a YouTuber by the name of they got it from
clip is from Masa Boy.
Clips from Masa Boy.
The clip in question is from Masa Boy, which is the one we're about to see.
Okay.
It's a GTA speedrun.
But it says Friendly Baron here.
Right, that's the person who
look in the
video.
Of the right, the video says video from Masa.
You might want to back it up a few more
I don't want to
seconds.
relax. I know what I'm doing.
Okay.
Really?
So this Dark Stunner, back in 2019, my friend Masa Boy and I got interested in speedrunning. We started to look into strategies. Well, that was your first mistake, you dork. I realized during a mission at the Plateau score setup, who gives a crap? You could guide across the Alamo Sea using a motorcycle and save about 10 seconds. I spent a while perfecting the strategy.
This sounds very gay. Yeah, to be honest.
It's fantastic. Well, it comes into stealing content. I don't know if that's exactly what's happening here, but it's funny no matter what, because this looks like something Dark Viper could have done with, oh no, this is not an issue. This happened. But he's tried to turn it into a federal case and poison the well, and then I guess eventually try to swing his audience, which is funny to me. So this is the original clip. Just to make sure we're not bullshitting you.
Hei Arvid, etsi rupea reenaa sitä Blazeria Wateretta.
No wonder he didn't talk to Dark Viper. He doesn't speak Spanish.
Grim, you know, on the one mission.
Speaks koala.
Where you are at like the
bit in that.
At like the Trevor's airport, and you have to go on the water tower. And there's
you see that? You see that? Check that.
Okay, that's not the right one though.
That's just showing the skip. What it essentially is.
That's an attempt. This is the original.
This requires you to get going very fast at first, and riding down Chiliad is just enough speed to get it started, and then fly over the entire lake back to Trevor's office. This is pretty radical to consider doing. It ends up saving about 12 seconds over a good run, which is pretty significant, but the success rate is like 25%, pretty low, with easily 60 seconds or more time loss if you die or fail the full jump and fall into the water.
Remember
but that 25%, that's for Dark, who found this.
All right, that's the Friendly Baron clip, and now we get into, apparently, Dark Viper used this, and the controversy is not so much that he didn't. Well, he does. He kind of says it's not the same one, and then he does. He pulls a Chud logic, actually.
GTA 5 speedrunners will do anything to complete the game faster, but for one strategy there is no runner brave enough to do it, and that is bike gliding across the Alamo Sea.
Help the board guy. Help the board guy out, please. If you're bored, you're out. Bye-bye.
On the mission the Polito score setup. This would save a significant amount of time, but this would need to be done 3 hours into a run, and if you hit anything going down or don't get enough distance, you are screwed.
1, 2, 3.
GTA 5.
Okay, so what's the problem? You can use other people's stuff. At the end of the friggin' day, well, this is one of the problems this guy has. He's the you can't use anybody's stuff. Nothing's fair use. He's anti-fair use. And his stuff's okay when you're. What did he say about Willie? It's okay when I use your stuff because I'm talking of you talked about me. He makes the American law. Like there's some Australian idiot makes the Australian law up as he goes along. Yeah, it was some kind of comment like that. So what this comes down to is initially the original creator, which, by the way, I got news for everybody. As the great J Station said, Fortnite owns this shit. Right? None of you own this stuff, at least the way things are. I don't know. I think you should be able to own it, but basically anything you produce from Rockstar is theirs. I don't think it should be that way. So far, that's the way the court's been ruling. So what it comes down to is essentially there was a credit and the credit was removed. Dark Viper will go on to claim that he has some kind of bot that if he changes one thing on one video, that it'll change it across the board. I've never heard anything like that. It seems like plausible, and maybe it got written over, right? So the smart thing to do. Well, go ahead.
I was going to say, not to mention, it's easy enough to just put the credits in the description itself of the YouTube short. Like, that's not a hard thing to do. I don't understand why it had to be a pinned comment. That's what was really strange here.
All right. Well, who cares about it? Because I'm not really on both sides. It's more about Dark Viper's hypocrisy. I don't want to get into the meat of this and who's right. Yeah. I don't want to turn this into a fucking debate. I don't want to get into the hair splitting details. I just want to explain it to the audience. All right. So what do you think? Dark Viper, all he's got to do is, I didn't realize that overwrote the thing. I'll take care of it. Right? That's it. That's all this controversy. Because the way this is looking, Dark Viper's actually taking shit from his own crew for the first time. Like, one, he got caught in a lie, and B, he's acting ridiculous. So he decides to write all of this. 14 pages.
Wait, Genie, what's your rating?
Why aren't you fucking moderating the chat? That guy doesn't want to be here. Help him out.
Okay.
Help him out. That's what that means. Get fucking to it. Get to it. Snap to it. Fucking mods are worthless. Yeah, holy good night. So here we go. Oh boy, guys, prepare for a long story that I am typing at 3 a.m. after throwing this information is insanely delusional person's DMs. Fuckhead. Thank you so much. Will is calling him a psycho, so he's already poisoning the well. I'm going to be all over the place due to lack of sleep and the fact that you're freaking crazy and always all over the place, no matter what time of day it is. But I demand a formally written public apology from Stunt Hunter. This guy's got to be autistic. And everyone who spammed this bullshit in my replies, I don't care how many times I'm going to call him a psycho. He deserves it. So he's poisoned the well right off the bat. He basically could have said this. Actually, he could have got the W on this. Hey, listen, I have a program that overwrites this stuff, and it accidentally overwrites, and I fixed it as soon as he wrote me. But he was really rude. But that turns out not to be true either. 2 weeks ago, I received a psychotic Discord DM from someone named Dark J, a.k.a. Dark Stunter, and I had no idea who this person was. But it was the most passive-aggressive DM that I have ever received. We'll see that that's not true. They are claiming I removed a credit and gave them for a stunt clip from a short I posted 3 years ago. That's irrelevant. How long ago? It could be 20 years ago. It wouldn't be relevant. Of course, this is untrue. It is true because they don't watch him admit it. I have a custom tool that changes the pinned comments, so it happened. He says it's untrue and then admits it a couple words later. all of my videos at once to advertise things. By the way, nothing wrong with that. And I can see how that could overwrite something, in fairness to him, in case of my merch store. All 2,400 of them. So I naturally got going to remembered a pinned comment from 3 years ago on a random short. It is also the only clip in my entire channel that I did not record myself, and therefore only one credited to someone else. Thus even thinking about credits was not something I would do. I've changed all my pinned comments over a dozen times in the last few months, and the tool made for my mod, Canna. I think that's the name. The stranger accused me of targetedly removing the credit. Like, none of this shit's necessary. Like, none of it. It's like, look, I got this thing. I didn't think you'd care. It was 3 years ago. It's had its run. You're not going to get any more juice out of it. If you want me to go in and change it, I'll do it. That's it. Or, no, I don't have to. It's transformative. Sayonara. That's if you wanted to be a dick about it. It is both insane that they think I would go back 3 years to do this, and it is insane. It doesn't. That's the thing. It is insane they noticed and cared enough to DM me. They were further entirely fine with the usage of this clip. That's not in contention, by the way. I love when people do that. They bring up a contention that is not even there. And they are aware of it for 3 years until they wrongly believed they were snubbed by me. Wrongly. That's such a dumb word. You're wrongly. I even have a vague memory that they left a positive comment when they posted it, but irrelevant. But it's kind of hazy because it was 3 years ago. 14 pages. Contrary to the claims, I did not use their clip. Remember this. At least not intentionally. I had no idea that they made the clip. He did it again. You see that? You see that, Genie? Genie, you there?
This is painful. No,
yeah,
I'm here.
Yeah, we're not going to do the whole thing. Like, I'm going to go. You do that.
To A, you read it. To B, it's even worse just actually reading it.
I did not use their clip, at least not intentionally. Like no, Willie Mac show.
It's like
he didn't compromise himself, but he did compromise himself. It's the same shit.
Yeah, yes or no question.
Yeah, it's not maybe. I had no idea they made the clip. Well, if you had no idea you made the clip, how did you overwrite the one to begin with? So how do I get it, you might ask? 3 years ago on GTA Speedrun Discord, someone, Knock Dark Stunter, posted comparison videos between the two starts, and it was timed the comparison between the bike gliding and not gliding on the San Plato score set, whatever. It was a 480p, and initially involving all overlapping bullshit. I said, she really, you get the gist. He goes on to say that this guy was rude to him, and that doesn't seem to be very true either.
Flexes his channel stats as well.
He flexes, yeah, I know. It's because that's all they have.
He of all people should not be doing that.
Well, that's a good point, because I think if this was his stuff, he'd be having a meltdown. Since I think it's fair to say he's anti-fair use. So this is the original thing that was sent to him. This is Dark. I've been watching you for a long time. I'm not the most active. I don't really show that often, but I really like you and your content. That's starting off rude. That said,
so passive aggressive. I can't believe
it. Passive aggressive, yeah. That said, there's one thing that's left a sour taste in my mouth. I've been meaning to bring. This is the way you got to talk to me, on it, Aiden. Not talk to me like you're working in HR. I've been meaning to bring up this for a while, and after seeing a recent yap where you talked about short profits and related stuff, I felt this was the right time. It's a particular short that I want to talk about. Get to the point, guy. I know you originally added credit in the comment, but the credit is now gone and the comment was edited to a different announcement. The issue I have is that you use gameplay footage without permission. I guess that's not in contention either, but again, that's irrelevant. For number one, it's transformative. Number two, it's not yours. It's Rockstar's. It's yours if Rockstar allows you to have it, because it can take it away. If somebody can take away something anytime, I believe that it's not yours. It's being loaned. The issue that I've used gameplay footage without permission. You took it and ended up making a good amount of revenue from it. I want to make clear that I'm not asking for money. I'm generally curious why you do something like that. Boy, this guy's autistic too. Like, why? I mean, especially since both
to be anyone that does speedrunning has to be.
Everybody's autistic. Everybody's autistic. It's wild. Especially since both you know what it feels like when somebody isn't being friendly and doesn't credit your work properly. Now, remember, that's Dark Viper's thing. Not crediting, using people's stuff without people's permission and all this other horse shit. So he did it too, probably by accident. I believe the bot. I actually believe the bot story. Another thing that bothers me is you actually reached out. I actually reached out to you 2 years ago before you posted the effort, offering to provide some gameplay footage for grinding if you ever wanted to cover it and put clips up. You responded with, I can't do it, so ever. Never. Could I have done it years ago when I wanted to? If I can show it to myself now, I'm not keen. Thanks, though. 14 pages, Kaisaurus. Thanks so much. I was generally interested in helping you if it was ever something you needed or wanted, but you clearly declined. So respectfully, I left it at that. So finding it a couple years later that you did complete the 180 upload and the clip without permission was disappointing. Again, I'm not trying to start any drama. Could have fooled me. It was just something I really wanted to get off my chest. I do feel bad about the stunt you pulled. Keep up the good content. Jesus Christ. That's passive aggressive. That is passive aggressive. So we have a case of projecting. So we know it's not true. It's definitely the clip that but it's it's weird. So let's see. I private the short. I'm removing the monthly app and canceling the series. Never contact me again for any reason.
This was the edited message. That is the edited message.
Oh my god.
That's so funny. He's nuts. He's out of his mind.
Did you pull up the original?
Oh, that's not the original.
No, that's the edited one. the one that he deleted, and then that's the email. Here, let me send it to you again.
This is the original. Let's send it to me again. Hold on a second. Do I have it? Oh, then fire it up. That's funny.
Yeah,
That's too funny. He edited it. They're writing anything in Discord. That's the funny part. Ooh.
So it's the second image in this tweet that I'm sending you now.
Let's see. A YouTuber with 20.
So this was the start of the thread, and that was the original message to the second image, not the first one.
This one right here. And then he edited that down to this. Correct?
Yes.
Okay. You sure?
Yeah. Well, he deleted it and then did this. That's what he admitted to.
I got to say, this is a strange member. It was 2 years later, man. I answer quite literally hundreds of DMs a week. So to summarize, I put unlisted footage that you never intended to use for any purpose in the Discord somewhere to show a strat. It wasn't public. You're making no money off of it. Hell, you were never going to make any money off it. I created credit years afterward. A great expense and time presenting it in a way to cause it to succeed. Oh, wow. That's what more passive-aggressive worship. Taking a 9-minute screen recording it in 20 seconds. First of all, what he did was transformative, I'm pretty sure. But again, nobody owns this shit. This you're obviously going to do. And hell no, no one's ever going to do. Shame. It was like a good edit hook. I guess I will find that crep of Trevor diving onto a boat, onto a whale, and then Odger. I don't even know what that means. Fuck, if you want another DM like this, I originally wrote you a long message, but I've removed it from the private click. Never contact me again for any reason. Please stop watching my contact. So he's a complete dick to this fucking guy. And this guy was not a dick to him at all. So what's the result of this?
The original video has been privated. That seems to be about it.
No, that seems bad about it. That's it. So you said they're turning on him and shit, right?
Me?
Yeah.
Or this guy?
On Dark Viper. I've lost you. Everybody's fucking snapping at the wheel. Well, you're saying everybody's like fucking jumping on him, right?
Oh yeah, everyone's jumping on him because because of his like response being so psychotic to just like the guy's like, hey, do you mind putting the credit back to the clip of at least where you got it? And he's like, no, I will not be doing that.
I was polite. Oh, no, you weren't. This asshole screenshotted my original member. I was entirely polite to him. That's a lie. Despite his DM was insane. It wasn't. He deserves no politeness after all the false information he spread publicly. None of it was false. I deleted the second clip. He had an issue with after 3 years of not having one, and he still complained. Never contact me again. Please stop watching my content. It doesn't really seem polite. I deleted that specifically because it wasn't nice. What? So he said it never happened, and then he said he did do it, but because it wasn't.
I've always been polite. That wasn't nice.
I thought he deserved it.
Not nice.
I thought he deserved it. It is why we had to screen grab. It is why he had to screen grab it from the notification. Huh? I realized I was being mean and changed my message.
It was a notification that he saw.
Oh, and then he changed it so it doesn't count.
Right.
To be just
we have one more tweet from Nicholas Duria that I'm sending.
Oh, that's funny. Just to be a few words, I'm saying I was removing clip. I didn't change it after he saw it or something. It doesn't even make any sense. So he did do, and again, he did exactly what he said he didn't do. That's fucking funny. He's such a cry bully. All he had to do was say, "My bad, bro." Yeah, that's it. That's what I'm getting from this. This is why creators my size close their DMs and talk to no one. This is why everyone has to walk around. They're on eggshells. You're the one that wants to end fair use. You have no idea when someone, even from years ago, is going to go psycho and invent bullshit in their heads to shove it on social media. No, they didn't invent the thing. You invented.
Hey, do you mind if you give us credit? No, you're an insane person. I would not be dealing with you anymore. And that's the original.
That's so funny. That's funny. He's a funny guy. Well, I wonder how that's gonna roll because he's always pissing and fucking moaning about people stealing stuff, and he's like doing the same shit, not giving credit or what have you. I do believe his story, but it just shows that he's just the jerk.
I can believe it too. I mean, that whole community is about like the whole thing is like speedrunning is all about using clips like that all the time and showing these things.
Yeah.
But it's his rules of like you have to credit these people, you can't do reaction stuff like that, where it's like it turns what should be a nothing burger into something because it's him. It's Dark Viper.
Well, you said that he's still getting amazing views, but you said he's not getting, ever since he's kind of gone drama, it has slowed a bit.
Yeah, he ever since that 14-page doc, he kind of has fallen down.
Not off, but down.
Fallen down in views.
That's funny. Look, people know people want to believe that YouTubers are good people. It's ridiculous. Like they want to believe entertainers and athletes are good people too. They almost never are. You got to be an egomaniac to do this shit.
We could play a funny game with chat and see if they can guess how many average views per month Dark Viper gets.
What's he get?
Or average views per video that he gets.
What's he get? Tell me what he gets. I don't want to play a game.
Well, he gets anywhere between 100,000 and like 300,000 a video.
Okay, that's excellent.
Which that's excellent until you consider the fact that he's a 2 million sub channel. I mean, you could say it's still good.
Yeah, no. See, it's KSI said this years ago. It's views. It's views. The subs don't really mean shit. Half of them are probably fucking.
I just think it's one of those like you'd think that a 2 million sub channel would be at least hitting 500,000.
No, because channels die. Yeah. No, I don't believe that. I think it's dependent on the channel, and people don't.
He's also just redoing the same content with GTA, where it's like GTA is a 13-year-old game.
1 million people, different people sub them. I bet at least 10,000 of them are dead, just by natural things, or maybe that's a little that's a little bad. He's taking a pool from the world. I mean, how many? And they're just sub forever. From inactive accounts.
Yeah,
people die. They forget. They lose their account.
That's very true.
Yeah. I mean, 1 million people. One of those million is going to be dead the next day. It's just people die. That's just the way it goes. What have you?